Welcome to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namofsky. Meet today's guest, a force of nature who transformed personal trauma into global triumph. She's an award-winning international speaker, best-selling author, and a resident psychiatrist. She's celebrated worldwide for her expertise in resilient leadership and inclusive wellness. But her story goes even deeper. Once a child bride trapped in an abusive arranged marriage, she bravely escaped to empower not only herself, but her daughters as well. Her powerful journey is chronicled in the memoir, A Good Wife, Escaping the Life I Never Chose. I'd like to welcome back Dr. Samra Zafar, author of Unconditional, Breaking Through Past Limits to Transform Your Future. Dr. Zafar, welcome back to Empowered. So great to see you. And congratulations, because I know the last time you were here, you were working so hard. And you were at school, I believe.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me back. It's so great to see you. And yes, last time we chatted, I was in medical school and I graduated since then. And now I'm in my residency as a psychiatrist. It's hard to believe, but, finally made it.
That's amazing. Congratulations. I am so happy for you. And I think most women will be extremely happy for you as well, because you're going to be out there helping them all. So let's just dive right in. Let's talk about everything that you've been through. What was the single most transformative moment in your journey of unlearning limiting beliefs? And how did you shape the book's message?
There have been so many moments, so it's hard to pick one. But if I were to think back, particularly to your question about unlearning something that was holding me back, it actually came when I was wrapping up the first book. So my publisher, my editor at HarperCollins, sent me the cover of my first book. And if you can see behind me, it's right there. It was my wedding picture. So I was 16, 17 years old at that time. And she said to me, this is just such a great cover. It's powerful. And I remember looking at it and I'm like, that's not what I want on the cover. I don't want that naive, weak version of me who was forced into marriage, who didn't have a voice, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I realized that where that feeling is coming from is internalized shame. I was blaming my younger self for what I went through. And I said, no, I don't want her on that cover. I want this person, this powerful version of me that was in Toronto Life magazine and who's now an author. Um, and my editor said, take a few days, sit with it, and we'll talk after that. So coincidentally, that same day or the next day, I was delivering a speech to a high school graduation in Quebec. And I went up and did my speech about, being yourself and loving yourself and all of that to these 16, 17-year-olds. And as they were coming up on stage and giving me high fives and getting their diplomas, I started to ask myself, if what happened to me at that age happens to any of them, would I be ashamed of them? Would I not want to celebrate them? Would I love them any less? Would I be any less proud of them? And the answer was no, I wouldn't. So why am I feeling that way about myself? And that night I went back to my hotel room after that event and my talk, and I pulled out the picture that my editor had sent me, which was a picture of the cover. And I looked at that younger version of me on that cover, and all I kept saying for an hour or so was, thank you. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for fighting when everybody was against you. Thank you for believing in those dreams, because if you hadn't done that, I would not even exist. And that shame transformed into so much love and gratitude for my younger self. And it healed me. That one was one of the most powerful healing moments in my life, that what happened to me was not my fault.
No.
And I called my editor and said to her that if it's between me and her, she deserves to be on the cover of that book.
And hold that thought because we will be right back with more. So please don't go away.